welcome back to my channel. Today is going to be something a little bit different. I'm going to be talking about the differences between e-readers and real books. Alright, first off, space. As most of us book lovers know, books take up a lot of space. And I do mean a lot of space. So that can sometimes be a bad thing if space is an issue for you, which in our little apartment it can be an issue from time to time. Whereas with e-readers, this is really all there is to it. They're very small, they're very compact, and that brings us to the next category, which is portability. This kind of goes hand in hand with space, but not really. Since books do take up a lot of space, they can often be difficult to travel with. Whenever I'm going anywhere for an extended period of time, and by extended I mean 3 or more days, I try to limit myself to 3 books if possible, sometimes more if I don't know what I want to be reading during that time. But if I finish those books, then I'm kind of out of luck for the rest of the trip. You can't really travel with too many books either because of all the space that they take up. So that is where the e-readers come in handy. I can literally have hundreds of books and they don't take up any more space than the size of whatever tablet, e-reader, Nook, Kindle, whatever you want to get takes up. Third is price. A normal book can cost anywhere between $8 and $25. However, you can find them for very, very cheap at used bookstores and online if you're thrifty. E-readers, on the other hand, cost hundreds of dollars just for the device, and the books can be anywhere from 99 cents to I've even seen ones go for $12 or $15. And yes, there are sites that offer free books, but they're usually like lesser known books, and sometimes if you're like me, I want the latest books that are just being released. So if I'm going to be paying $8 anyway, I'd rather just buy the physical book. Which brings us to accessibility. If I want to buy a new book, I have to either drive to a bookstore, and let me tell you, the nearest Barnes & Noble is 45 minutes away, so I go hardly ever, which leaves me to stores like Target, Walmart, Meijer, and they just don't have the selection that bookstores have. My other option is to purchase books online off of book purchasing sites or Amazon, but then you have to pay the added shipping and handling price, and sometimes you have to wait a week or more for the books to come in. My preferred option is taking books out of the library because it doesn't cost anything. However, I have had to wait literally 2 months for books to come in before. And when you just have to get your hands on the next book in a series, doing it through the library might not be the best option for you. With e-readers, on the other hand, you can download books from your e-reader website, whether it be Nook, Kindle, whatever, and you get the book right then and there downloaded directly onto your device, which is amazing. And through my Nook, I can also go onto my library and take out books from there if there is an e-book available to take out. The really cool thing that I like about my iPad is that I can have multiple apps on it. So I definitely have one for Nook and Kindle. I have my iBooks, which is from Apple. So I have a lot of different sources to choose from when getting a book if I do want to go the electronic route. Speaking of e-readers and my iPad and apps, One website that I am absolutely loving right now is Portabooks.com. I'm probably not saying that right, but that's just how it goes. They have a ton of books to choose from, and they're always having daily deals. The ebooks on the site are for Kindle, which I don't own a Kindle, but I can still use it through my app on my iPad. So I really love that because even though I don't own a Kindle, I can still take part in these deals, which are amazing. So I will leave the link to the website down below. So make sure you check out that website if you want some great deals on books. Finally, if you're like me, you have a hard time getting comfortable while reading. I always have to sit at these really awkward positions or lay down, and then my arms hurt because books are heavy. It's just not a good time. It's just not. That's why I really like my e-readers, my Nook, and my iPad. Both have cases so that they can stand on their own for hands-free reading. On my Nook, I can press buttons or use my finger to swipe to turn the page. And on my iPad, when I swipe to turn the page, it looks like the page is turning, so I really like that. However, there's just something magical about feeling an actual book in your hands when you're reading it. I just love that whole experience of being able to turn the page, see the words, hold the book, the beautiful covers. It's an overall experience is what it is, and the smell. We all know that wonderful book smell, whatever it is. I wish that I could bottle that up and live in it. So I guess the over verdict in the ebook versus real book debate is that it really does depend on your own personal reading style. Whether you prefer buying an actual book from a bookstore, taking books out from the library, or downloading books directly onto your electronic device, it doesn't really matter. All that matters is that you are reading. And don't let anyone try to tell you otherwise, because reading a book is reading a book is reading a book. It doesn't matter how you do it, it just matters that you're doing it at all. If you want to see more of my videos, make sure you subscribe to my channel. I put out new videos every single week, and oftentimes multiple times a week. Go ahead and follow me on my other social media to see more about the books that I'm currently reading and other stuff as well. The links to all of those are down in the description. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye!